Okay, so I'm going to show you how to get your print ready to actually, or your file ready to print on a 3D printer. So I just pulled up my intro to Sketchup thing here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is delete any extra things that you don't want to print, because anything that's in here, it's going to make part of your file that you print. So you can see I have some random squares. This person too we need to delete. So I'm going to grab the eraser and just erase everything. So you want to make sure that you don't have anything hiding, because everything that you got in here is going to end up printing. So that's the first step. Second, you're going to select your model. So get it all selected. So I just grabbed my little black mouse key and clicked and dragged over my item, and I want to make it a group. So that just puts everything together. It's all one thing. You can still go in and like edit stuff. Right now, if I tried to like push pull anything, it doesn't work. But if I double click on it, it like opens up the group, and now I would be able to like do stuff. So we want to make it a group, and then we are going to go File, Export, 3D Model, and we want it to be an STL. So make sure you know where it's going. I'm going to call it Test Print, and I'm going to throw it in my download so I can find it, and I'm going to click Export. So now I can go to Flashprint, and I need to make sure I'm in the right printer. And I'm going to load in my file. So you can either go File, Load File, or this little button here, and then Add. So I'm going to go to my Downloads, my Test Print, and obviously it is way too big, and I need to repair it. So I'll just click Repair. All right, so it's really, really big, so I'm going to use the scale, and you can even just put in like 50. And as long as you have this uniform scaling checked, it'll keep it all in proportions. That might even still be a little big for this thing. And you can scale it to what you need. You are most likely going to need to rotate it too, so that it prints with either the least amount of support necessary or the parts that have more detail. You want facing up so that they turn out the best. So this is the rotate. I just click these little 90-degree ones. So for this one, I probably want like my text and stuff. This is where I have the most detail, that facing up. And then it'll only do support underneath this random rod. If I went, let's see here. I could also print it this way. This would have like very little support. It would just be underneath these little eye things. But the text might not show up very good. So you might have to think about how you want to print it. So I'll just leave it like that for now. If you did accidentally forget to delete something or like little persons there, you can use the cut tool. So I could say my little person was floating out over here. I could cut her off and then delete her. So you can do that. And then once you're all good, you just slice it. Make sure you have your settings how you want. Slice. And then you're good to save it to a flash drive to print.